I can't believe I'm fucking doing this, but I take it back. I take it back, okay? All the bad things I said about Final Fantasy VIII, because I didn't know, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know how fucking terrible this series would get past this, you know? Because, I mean, okay. The combat and the drawing magic stuff was annoying at times, but, it still felt like it belonged in a Final Fantasy game as opposed to that weird, pseudo-real-time MMO-style fuckery that number 12 had. You didn't have to micromanage and waste your friggin' time leveling up your characters. All you had to do was link magic spells to attributes. That was simple enough, and I understood what was going on. They didn't have to screw around with needlessly complicated sphere grids and license boards and these Crystarium fucking things that offer the illusion of choice, but are still every bit as linear as before. They only serve to grind the game to a screeching halt and needlessly complicate a system that should be automatic if they're not actually gonna do anything with it. Final Fantasy VIII, at least, didn't fuck that up. The plot was goofy and stupid, sure, but at least things fucking happened. I understood character motivations. The setting was established and explained. The technology was silly, but it was comprehensible. Even the sorceress and her time compression thing was explainable. Irrational, but explainable. And at least this really was Squall's story, as opposed to Titus, whose story this definitely was not. Fuck you! And as for Vaughn, I mean, why the fuck is he even in this game? Who the fuck is Vaughn? He has no fucking reason to be in this game. He even kinda looks like Titus, that little pimple dick. Really? How fucking hard is it to tell a story where the main character is the main character? If Final Fantasy VIII were made today, they'd tell it from Zell's perspective, the chicken wuss. They didn't do that because Squall is the main character. The entire story is about Squall. He has his rivalry with Cypher, he's in love with Rinoa, and he's conflicted about having to possibly kill her when she becomes the living vessel for the reincarnated sorceress. Oh, and side note, this has nothing to do with anything, but I still feel humiliated and sincerely apologize for that gay sissy gay thing I did in the first episode. I really don't know what in the hell I was thinking. I deserve every single rebuke you can give me over that one. And then there's me not knowing what the word eponymous means. So, I'm sorry. Really. I mean, obviously I have a history with Final Fantasy VIII. I hated it as a kid, and I don't really like it now, but I had no idea. I had no idea how much worse this series would get. And worse.
All hail Vaughn, sky part of Damaska. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
And worse.
Do not shake the slippery tube.
And worse.
And don't forget the rotten cheese.
Why do I have to do all the work?
And, oh Jesus God! What mother pumpers designed this? Gah! And to think, I was complaining about the silliness of flying around in a building. Little did I fucking know that the mere ability to walk anywhere I wanted, much less fly, were privileges I took entirely for granted. Which, at long last, brings me to Final Fantasy XIII. And no, I have no idea why it took me so fucking long to review this piece of shit. Just remember something for me before we start. No matter what you see and no matter what happens in this fucking game, it gets worse. It gets way fucking worse. But we've got to start somewhere, and this game is plenty fucking bad, so let's go. So to understand why this game is so terrible on an almost subconscious level, you have to experience it the way I initially experienced it. On its release date, day one, just no Q public, playing it for the first time, not knowing anything that happens. So let's climb inside my head for a little bit. No, not like that. Alright, so these are basically my exact thoughts as I'm playing this for the first time. Okay, we're on a train. And there's a Hellgast from Killzone here with a gun. There's a bunch of people wearing robes, and these robes are really stupid looking. And God, the trailer for this game was fucking worthless.
Rated Teen.
Right? Do you remember that? That was actually the trailer they used for TV. I mean, what the fuck was that? Wow, this game looks cool! There's a bunch of brief, completely unrelated scenes that tell us nothing about the story, with huge yellow numbers obscuring most of the action. They all form a picture of a chick we don't know! Yeah! Gentle J-pop music! I am so fucking pumped for this game now! Makes me totally in the mood to kill some fucking stormtroopers and derail this goddamn train! Yeah! Hey, action! There we go! She jumps up and kicks this dude's ass and smashes some remote, which frees all the dudes in the stupid robes.
You alright? I'm not a lessee.
Okay. What's a lessee?
I'm not a lessee.
Oh, God, that's just gross, man. How much bird shit do you think's collected in that dude's afro by now? Do you ever clean out a fucking bird cage? Because that's what that dude's hair smells like. Okay, so we're barely a minute in, and I'm already completely grossed out by Afro Guy here. The Kung Fu chick snaps her fingers, which creates an energy shield or something, I don't know. But it lets her fly all the way across the train car to drop kick another dude. And she floats and enters bullet time and then stands on the ceiling to gun down a bunch more dudes. Man, that was pretty fucking cool, actually. Never seen that before. That'll be fun to play with.
They all want to fight.
Good for them.
Oh, cool, and now there's flying robots shooting at the train, so she takes a rocket launcher away from the guy. Wait, why would you need a rocket launcher on a train? Because nobody else in this world has flying robots, so what would you possibly need a rocket launcher for? Whatever, so the aircraft destroy the railway ahead, and another giant robot thing lands on the train and starts to tear it apart, so she climbs on top of the train to go stop it. Why would a robot make a roaring noise? It's a robot.
Hey, let's be rational now.
Anyway, you fight it, and the robot deploys arms with 4 buzzsaw blades. Because why would you bother with boring old laser guns and missiles when you can put fucking buzzsaws on the end? Wait, no! Electro buzzsaws! Hey, you want effective or you want awesome. You can't have both, people. Now, here's one thing that kind of illustrates what I'm talking about. One of those intangibles that you probably don't think about consciously. How does she know that she can take this thing on in a one-on-one fight? What is it anyway? A Manasvin war mech? Manasvin? What's a Manasvin? No, really, how does she know that she can beat up this war mech? What makes her think she even has a chance? Look at the size of this fucking thing. It's the size of an 18-wheeler, man. She's what, 5'4" tops? It's got buzzsaws bigger than she is. And all she's got is this sword, and it's got this big-ass death cannon. It'd be like me attacking a Sherman tank with a weed whacker. It'd be like this guy going after Ed 209 with a letter opener. Yeah, I wouldn't like his chances. And don't even fucking tell me she's a super soldier or she's got some kind of anime magic or whatever. Even Solid Snake used a fucking truckload of Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, the death cannon. Look, you can see it clearly charging up, right? So why did she just stand there looking right into it? And then she attacks and jumps directly back into its line of fire. Why the fuck would she do that? Is there any way I can tell her not to stand right in front of the death ray? Because that seems like a smarter strategy to me. Oh well, I win! Yay! 5 stars! And all I did was hammer the X button. Oh, and look at my score! It's certainly... well, it sure is a number. I have no idea what it means or how it's calculated and who gives a shit. Is a score really relevant when I don't know what a good score even is? I mean, you just see some numbers and ooh, stars! I figure the score determines the star rating of the fight, which determines what quality of items drop. But the points needed for each star rating undoubtedly change depending on how tough the monster is and how many of them there are. So bottom line, the points are absolutely meaningless. It all just boils down to win the fight as fast as you can. Once you beat it,